Welcome back to Enlightened Trading. I'm your host, Conrad, and today we have another look at the stock market. So before jumping into Bitcoin's price today, make sure you like the video down below, and of course you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really does help me out, and of course I appreciate it very much. So looking at here at the S&P chart here at SPX, you can see we had a very nice breakout today, going significantly over the past daily high here of 3,184, and moving nicely beyond it and almost into into resistance, definitely, and almost of course over this major last swing daily high of $3,232 $34. So yeah, we are now sitting at resistance. Of course, I do think we are most likely going to be rejected here currently, but of course as well, this is a strong and significant move to the upside, once again signaling that even though the economy is pretty much disrupted at this point, we are still seeing higher moves in the stock market until today. And yeah, of course, I do, as I said, I do think we are going to be rejected here off this resistance area. But after being rejected and having a slight retrace, maybe down to $3,115, we can then see maybe even a cup and a half. And of course, this bear flag is now no longer important, and this trend line as well. But what is now important is this possible rising wedge here on daily. Maybe we can connect these lows, maybe like that, but it doesn't fit too well. So I will most likely stick with this, for example. So maybe we will now get this ascending triangle here over a few weeks, time period, until we then finally break out to the upside. So this could look like that. We would now retrace, find a higher low, come back to this resistance area of 3,230, once again go back down, and then finally break through, moving to the all-time high of 3,400. So this would of course be a very bullish scenario for the S&P index, but also not a likely scenario in my opinion. But as I said, I do think there is opportunity for a small move to the downside for now and of course in this week. Okay, what is pretty interesting actually, I mean, of course the other indices are aligning with what the S&P is currently doing, but for example, we can take a look at silver today, at precious metals, and you can see we had a very nice trading day today. So yeah, we had here a wedge forming on a daily time frame with a nice breakout, a retest of this trend line here on the top, and then a very nice move to the upside, and we are now getting a bit extended here on a smaller term time frames. But as you can see, with a very nice breakout over pretty strong resistance levels here around 1885, and yeah, we are now currently sitting nicely above it. But of course, the trading has to be closed in this vicinity to be the most significant, and maybe we will even get to the major resistance area of 1969 to then be finally rejected off this resistance area. But as you can see as well, if I zoom out on the weekly time frame, then maybe we will get this curve to finally move to the upside significantly, move above major resistance, and then finally see weekly higher highs and higher lows here on silver. But this has to be still confirmed. And what is also pretty interesting is that on daily time frame, you can see we had a 9 sell yesterday, or of course on Friday. But today we are again at a green 1. Maybe we'll even get a green 2 above a green 1. This will be then the first real bullish entry again here on silver. Looking at gold, of course, very similar, not too strong of a trading day today. Tomorrow will be actually a nine sell. Yes, a 9 sell. The almost triple, a double 9. It will be a double 9 sell. So there is from the T sequential time perspective, resistance to be incoming, or at least a rejection of this resistance area. And of course there is a lot of resistance, and as well we have this rising wedge structure forming usually when they peak that high. From my experience, they usually don't retrace that far. They then like to create a sharp low, drop like 30% of the move to the upside, and then find another weekly or daily higher low, and then come back up to the resistance area. So this is usually what happens, in my opinion, if you get these very pinpoint rising wedges. Just deleting some of these lines I drew some time. So yeah, this is what I would be looking out for, to be rejected here off this important resistance area of $1,800. This is of course a pretty strong move, and the next target would be $1,923 for the all-time high. Looking at the US dollar, of course, related to gold, this would then be the next major target. But until then, I don't quite see the move yet to get there, but of course there still is the possibility, and as well, as I said, we're going to give a 9 sell tomorrow. So just taking a quick look at some of these stocks. Of course, as you might know, Tesla going completely parabolic. I would now completely stay away from Tesla. I would advise, of course, to sell your positions if you are largely in profit, but this is going parabolic. Here at this stage, you can see these incredible sharp moves to the upside. Here looking at Tesla, and very similar to what we had previously, we had strong moves to the upside with then mostly, of course, sideways price action. So this is also something very interesting of Tesla, that it actually has not yet experienced a real bear market, and mostly just sideways corrective periods in which it just corrected through time, basically, and not through price, which is of course very bullish for a stock in general to do. Yeah, so I mean, looking at, of course, the monthly, it is green 2 above green 1, a very strong green 2. Actually, the weekly is still telling you to be long here on a TD sequential. The daily had a 9 sell previously, but it moved quite largely, and today is a very similar day. And yeah, I mean, I would look out for 2000 to be the next resistance area, but until then, I don't quite see why Tesla shouldn't go on. But yeah, I would definitely not trade it on the long side currently. And of course, Tesla is pulling some of these stocks with it. Amazon also going pretty parabolic here. Yeah, actually currently on a 9 sell on a daily time frame, also very interesting. I would also as well stay away from Tesla, from Amazon, I meant to say, and actually this opinion fits for actually all of these stocks. Apple, of course, not as parabolic as some of these others, and actually pretty interesting. Uber still moving sideways after its nice corrective move to the upside. Going into the resistance area, I called for around $34, and now once again consolidating to sideways. So this is what I was looking for, to maybe now create an inverse head and shoulders here with this left left shoulder, head, and then the right shoulder. So this would be my outlook here on Uber. But Apple, of course, looking similar than these other stocks, and Google actually reaching all-time highs the previous week. So also not too surprising that all of these stocks are seeing these strong moves. Of course, as well, the S&P climbing higher, stock market general doing very well here. Overall price action, Spotify still seeing upward price action as well after this parabolic move to the upside. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty insane in my opinion. But yeah, actually maybe not the most expected thing, but not even too unlikely. I mean, so many people got bearish here in this period, so it's not too surprising that all of these bears are getting wrecked constantly, and we see constant buying pressure since these bears have to buy their short positions and stop losses. Yeah, I mean, I think that's it actually for today's video. There is not too much to say changing, or which would change my previous outlook on stocks, which of course is that we are very much extended here on some of these stocks, mostly Tesla and Amazon, but also something like Apple or Facebook. Not too dramatic. Also, I told you to buy down here. I think so. I did. I don't know quite. I actually didn't recall, but this was a very nice corrective move, and all of these tips. I mean, I would buy them if I traded stocks. I would buy all of these dips, and actually also run the 200 psychological level. So a lot of trading opportunities here on these bigger stocks, and very nice in an overall price action. Okay, I think that's it for today's video. Apple actually almost reaching $400, so maybe it will do so today. Yeah, make sure you watch Tesla closely. I would stay away from trading it into either direction, but that's my opinion. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and of course, like the video down below if you found it helpful. Smash up the like button, as I said. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really does help me out. And of course, make sure you follow me here on my Instagram page. Posting some funny memes and some good content along the way. Okay, so see you guys and girls and people back next time. Bye.